Hi, crafty friend. It's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. I can't even believe how cool these two stamp sets are. They are part of the new release from Pajama Crafter Stamps. Not only are there these stamps, there are several others that are so good. And I'm going to combine both of these sets today and make my own scene. So I'm using the Beach Huts set and the set that is called See You Soon. And so I'm going to position them so it creates a full scene on a panel. And I'm stamping directly onto watercolor paper. The paper I'm using is from LDRS Creative, aka Little Darling Rubber Stamps Creative. And if you do shop there, by the way, use code Melanie15 and you can get 15% off thanks to my lovely friend Melanie. So just saying, this is my favorite watercolor paper. It's bright white and it's so good for watercoloring. All right. The stamps that I'm using today, though, are so good. And I just knew that I wanted to watercolor them the second I could get my little crafty hands on them. So I am stamping onto this watercolor paper with VersaFine black ink. This is a sticky ink, and it is so perfect for heat embossing, which is what I'm going to do. So first I have my little pathway with the flowers in the handrail, and then I'm going to stamp with clear embossing ink, the water, and then I'm going to position these little beach huts to be in the way back. And I'm also going to use black ink for the beach huts. So this will give my water kind of a cool look with having a clear embossing ink and having the rest of the picture be nice and detailed with a black ink. So here's the beach huts. Aren't they just so darling? Like, take me to that beach, please. Alrighty. So I'll set that off to the side, and then I'm going to put just clear embossing powder all over my image and tap dance any extras off. I do get questions about how I store my clear embossing powder. I just use these sandwich style little containers that I got from Dollar Tree, or $1.25 Tree as I like to call it. And I have them sorted by color, and it is so easy just to pop my little stamped image into the little tray, tap off extras, and I can keep on crafting. So I definitely like that method way better than using like a coffee filter and funneling it back in. That's just not my style. So just thought I'd mention it on this video in case you were wondering what I was doing. All right, now that my desk is thoroughly cleaned and dry, I'm going to take my watercolor pencils. These are from Tim Holtz, and they're so good for watercoloring, and these stamps are just perfect for the occasion. So I am going to just roughly color anything that I want colored on my panel here. So I'm going to make this look like a bright, happy day. You might be able to see the names of the pencils I'm using. I won't say each of the names. I use so many on this. So just know that I am coloring onto dry paper, and my watercolor pencils at the moment are dry as well. I'm going to activate the pigment with a clean watercolor style. I don't know. It's actually just a brush. It's one of my emotional support paint brushes. It's just a little inside joke. I've had the set of paintbrushes since high school, and it's just gotten me through some times, if you know what I mean. But just activate the color with the pigment. You can also use a watercolor brush if that's your jam. But to me, my good old watercolor, well, I call them watercolor paintbrushes. They're just a simple paintbrush, nothing fancy. And the pigment just pops off the card and makes these stamps shine even better. But if you're a Copic person, you could certainly do this with Copic coloring. I think that this scene is very interesting to do because you could even put the water behind the path and take the beach huts out and have the path leading to the water and have the water, I guess, on the top part of the card. or you can have the beach huts and get rid of the path and just do the beach huts in the water. On the other stamp set, the See You Soon one has that beach sign. You could put the sign stamped like a mask over with the path. I just think these are so cool, and I loved coloring these, and I have so many ideas. So I tried to write them down, and I will be posting pictures and projects with this set throughout the summer because I just know that I'm going to be reaching for these. So I just wanted to mention that there are a few challenges going on some of the Facebook groups that I really like to support. So first of all, on the Pajama Crafter Stamps channel, there is a challenge going on with a card layout or a card sketch. So to see that, check out the Pajama Crafter Stamps and Friends group on Facebook. And then on my Facebook group, Stationery Maker Group, love that group, there is a challenge this month. And the challenge is simply just make a card with anything ocean or beachy themed. So this set would be perfect for that challenge. And I do a little giveaway for that one on my channel. And then also my crafty bestie Melanie on her channel, which is called Crafting with Spellbinders and More. Oh no, am I getting that name wrong? I'm all of a sudden second guessing myself. I don't know what her challenge will be at the time I'm doing this voiceover, but she always does monthly challenges and she does a really good giveaways. So join all 3 Facebook groups if you want to participate. I will link them down below. Since this is my channel, we can link lots of fun things for you. And you'll notice here, I'm just going to jump back to my video here. I have some water down on my board, and that is so my paper does not start to warp with adding the water on top of my watercolor paper. So I'm just gently adding a little bit of water, activating things, and I almost call it like tickling the color. I know that sounds super weird and a little bit like artsy fartsy of me to say, but like with how many times am I going to say like in a video? With these watercolor pigments, you just have to touch them with water, especially if you do 2 colors next to each other, like right by this little beach chair duo. It just blends so effortlessly, and I highly recommend these watercolor pencils. I will link them as well. I will link them in the description as well as the gorgeous stamp sets. Now, my biggest challenge when I do watercoloring is leaving it alone once I feel like it is where it needs to be. And we're quickly approaching that part of this project here. So I'm just going to try to just set this off to the side. I like to grab a little craft stack, set it off to the side. But as I was just trying not to touch it and let it dry, I thought, why not add a little bit of some dimension to the sky? So I just took my paintbrush that was still dampish and just touched some of those dark blue pieces from the water up to the sky. All right, I will leave it alone. Haha, I've left it alone and it's dried. So I'm just going to trim off my card panel. I'm not measuring this card panel at all because this is my craft room and I get to decide what size my panels are. So I'm just cutting where I want my scene to end. So that looks good to me. There you have it. Now I want this to be layered with different cardstocks, and I grabbed a whole bunch of blues just to see. I love that kind of moody sky blue right there. I think it is so gorgeous. Just wasn't quite the right color for this panel. This one is super bright. Couldn't decide if I liked it or not. I almost went with a pink background for this. I thought it might be a little too bright for this project, so I did not do the pink one, but I had to do the pink beach chairs because I don't have any beach chairs, but if I did buy a beach chair, I would like a pink one. Please and thank you. All right, my card panel is going to be layered on this mat, which is just a white piece of paper. And I'm eyeballing the edges for this and just trimming it so it has somewhat of an equal white border going around. And then we'll pop that on my blue paper. How cute is this? I would love to retire to a beach like that, although I don't love the bugs that come with beaches and such, but I think I'd have to overlook it for some sunshine and sand. All right, what do you think about this card? Let me know in the comments down below. I really do appreciate you hitting the like button on this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more. Also check out the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel. They've got a lot of good things going on over there. There are some new creators over there, as well as myself and Joy, the owner of Pajama Crafter Stamps. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.